About some Melee.
While we're talking about some Melee, I can see notable Melee enjoyers, Zuppy and Edwin Budding in the background, just having a blast. There's such a blast that there's two of Zuppy right now. Good double angle. But it looks like we're jumping into Silver versus Kill. We got a Marth versus Fox. One of the all-time great matchups. One of the matchups, I would say, the lower level you go, the more Marth kind of has the advantage. Even though I was kind of being a hater yesterday, I do think like there's a lot of stuff that Fox can do in this matchup, but it is one of those things that like kind of scales in a different fashion depending on your skill level.
Sure, yeah.
It's just easier to hit the C-stick forward smash or, you know, up throw, re-grab, than it is to do some of the stuff that Fox has to do to kind of push the matchup, but eventually it gets a lot trickier.
Right, so checking off the commentary bingo card here, 60-40, as it were.
Yep.
What is it at pools round 1 level? Like 63-37 kind of thing, or?
Well, it's one of those things, if I had to guess, I'd say against Fox, it's probably like, like 60-40, maybe 65-35. Like, it's just, okay, at the very, very, very basic level, like, if you're like actually fairly new to the game, like, you know when people were picking up competitive Melee and like right after the dock?
Yeah.
At that level, it's actually pretty even because you're both just playing like idiots, like no offense. Like you're just sitting there like forward smashing. You don't know like any optimal stuff. You're not.
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the things that work because you learned it that way too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's a lot of smash attacks, that kind of thing. As you start to get better and you realize stuff like, hey, I can like jab a side B or I can counter an up B. Once you get to that level, that's when it's like, it becomes, I think, pretty Marth favored because you're just able to kill off things quite effectively. And when you're talking about like the Falco matchup, I think everything becomes even easier because like at this level, you're more likely to get like burned by the up B as Fox. And then as you start to get better, things get a lot harder. You know, like the Foxes actually know how to play neutral, and then they're really struggling to get in, and Marth has to really work for the combos, but it's still favored. That's
yeah.
This is a
long-winded way to say Marth wins. Just kidding. Oh no! Oh, everyone messes up. It's all good. We all make mistakes. Sometimes we put the square peg in the round hole. It's fine. Okay. I like the attempt to CC shine there.
I mean, that's a great example right there with like the ASDI down tech.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lower level Fox is just not doing that. This is one of the nice things about, even though we talk about this as like a kind of early pools match, people are so good right now that, you know, you're going to see these much, much higher level things. But that could have been a counter for
Sure, yeah. Oh, Fox is so dumb. Silver is rocking the Playboy shirt, by the way.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I've seen a couple people in Playboy shirts. Like,
wait, you've seen more than one?
Yeah, there was someone. It was Swooper that was wearing a Playboy shirt yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Why?
I remember when we were in middle school, this guy was wearing a Playboy shirt, but he didn't realize it was a Playboy shirt. And we were like, hey, dude, like, why are you wearing a Playboy shirt? And he's like, what? And we're like, he's like, it's a bunny shirt. And I'm like, bro, that is not a bunny shirt. And then he was like on the bus. And like, we were not nice about it. We were like, bro, like, again, I'm not going to say words that we're not allowed to say on this stream, but you know, it wasn't a good time.
This dude's from like Nebraska, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I love it here in Nebraska. Like, it's an animal rights like activist.
Yeah, love the bunny
thing,
shirts.
You know, it's a really good thing. We're supporting a good cause. We've raised a ton of money. Like, it's crazy how much money we've raised on this like OnlyFans website. It's so weird how this stuff works out.
It truly do be like that. But so far, Silver, you know, getting that Playboy boost.
Oh no, that's rough. Looking for the fair reset, re-grab ledge, just to kind of swat him away and get kind of a little bit of breathing room. That is rough. Silver will take the first game right here.
Yeah, I see someone in chat saying I saw an elementary student wear a Playboy shirt to school. I mean, you got to start balling early, okay? These days it gets harder and harder. So,
hey, Smash is balling on a budget. We all out here. Not me, though. Yeah, I'm 60-40 versus the IRS.
You can see right now Silver with the $1 sign. When you see that on Google Maps, it means the restaurant's not that expensive. So like, usually people, they get the 3 or even 4, but Silver also operating on a budget, you know. Oh, good SCI. Or actually kind of looked like just misspacing. Down there, nice.
Oh,
Randall!
This is the saddest day ever!
Kill.
For the player who goes by the tag Kill.
Who has the tag Oops already pre-locked, just in case stuff like that happens. All right.
I still think one of my favorite moments, and actually it does harken back to, it was Mango as Falco though, it was Mango Zane at Big House 9, obviously like one of the best tournaments of all time.
Classic.
It was like when Zane did that exact tear and Mango lands on Randall, no one talks about Scar just going, "Why are you there?" As if Randall isn't on a predetermined timer where like our top players know where he's gonna be at most of the times.
Well, you say top players, but I can vividly
No one keeps track.
I can
Yeah,
vividly
no one keeps
I
track.
think actually a lot of people do. Yeah, I mean, you know, we talk about like people not keeping track, but I actually do think a lot of players do keep track. You know,
They just don't want to admit it because it's lame.
yeah, but you know who doesn't keep track is Mewtwo King. Apparently, he literally was trying to argue with Cody that it was like impossible. Like he's like, no one can actually keep track of that, and he was like, what?
You could just count.
What do you mean?
Just
Like,
look at the timer.
look, right now, he's going to be on the left side. He's just going in right now from the left side into the right side. And he's like, no, it's not. You can't do that. And it's like, oh, okay. So as some people mentioned, you know, the Randall is actually the logo of GOML, as you guys can see. So very, very important part of our history.
Good stuff to Silver right here. We hit our GOML 2023, excuse me, are happy to report that we will be deleting Randall for top 8 of this bracket. So see how that